Jurgen Bey, I'm a product designer, and we have Studio Makkink Bey. The project of the cheesemaker started when we visited India, and what I specifically like on India is that it's like a kind of a parallel universe, that everything happens at the same time. And with that project we try to set up like a crafts council, you could almost say, by getting different craftspeople from different castes, you would say, into combining the work, but they didn't have to wait onto each other. So it's not that one has to finish the other, but it has to fit each other. So we wanted to develop something like the bread machine with crafts. And what we did is we made like Indian cheese, which is paneer, and all the tools we needed to be able to make it, we transformed into different crafts. But then crafts from real craft masters till small factories, till a one-person company. So what we basically did, we went through the whole society and have the different crafts added to the cheesemaker. And that is also like some of these things will really become a product. Some will just stay as once done. Because for us it's like meeting India and their craft, and now some of these projects can be made like commercially. Others we will try to find other ways of like being able to work with the people again. What is nice about like working with the different crafts is that you also come into their workshops, the way of working, how to deal with their family. So for us it's not just about the object, but it's basically the whole landscape that we are part of. Because it also really started that we wanted to develop products that will be used in classrooms within the school, so that children really young, they will be confronted with the crafts. And maybe sometimes it will only be a leg from a chair, sometimes it will be part of a table, sometimes it will be where they drink their tea in. So with that we try to keep the crafts alive, but also develop like the factory, like where it's made. I think with this whole collaboration, it's like the beauty is that like your mind comes in places it would never come before. So when I for the first time visited these streets of ceramics, and then seeing that the floor was completely made of clay, that there were piles of clay where children were playing in, that they were like in the meanwhile like hitting some of the clay to make it like soft and that they can use it. So the whole production is within the street, and it doesn't feel like industry that's polluting, it feels like industry that is affecting the street, which for me is like, yeah, that's ultimate. And also you see that the whole street is all lived by ceramics. So normally you would say the competence is so big that they would fight each other, but here the competence is not in like fighting against each other, but collaborating and growing from that. So there's diversity because they all live within the same street that is developed only by clay, which means that the only material that you have to develop with is all there. And I think for me to see those things, that's so enriching, but also it opens up like new possibilities for your own design.